Despite the fears, some teams in arrears, one tier or two. The interest of the many against the few. But who knew that without peer, my view, natty nirvanas and batty nadirs. So let's cheer, because it's clear this was Test's best ever year. A game I hold so dear, but keep getting told cricket's longest format will fold. No more the strongest, not enough tickets sold. But what we saw, did behold, was for sure pure sporting gold. A well-penned pun, another heroic run, Bumrah hurrah, who despite his team's failure, not just the latest, but the greatest fast bowler so far to tour Australia. Captain Cummins, again a stoic superstar. And come on, young gun Shamar, who let's not forget, under the Aussie sun, set the baggy greens on fire. Washed out in Afghanistan, then tanked, getting spanked by a team we all hanker for. That nice slice of spice paradise Sri Lanka. So the Indian tour was a banker. Critics josh, but the Kiwis' lavish conquest, like scaling the Test Everest, yep, golly gosh, bish bosh, did vanquish the voodoo of the Indians' home hoodoo. Under the cosh, they were tosh. Can still hear the deafening din of the host's anguish and chagrin after the Black Caps' whitewash win. Then cast asunder by another team from down under. The riddle, as one of the game's biggest names, the spin kingpin Ashwin, taking the piddle with that Hall of Fame finger fiddle, didn't linger. Retired or got fired in the middle of their Test series. The Kohli and Co horror shows, the OGs lost their mojo. No one's calmer normally than Sharma, but the snake charmer's flute has just gone mute, and his form to boot. Folks loving their jokes about Ben Stokes' mellow bro blokes. Bazball Smith, a little thinner, couldn't cut the mustard and turned to custard. Yet thrashed Pakistan, but then crashed and were trashed as Duckett and his fellow sinners rashly slashed, brashly splashed in a dire mire. Tired of them blaming the massive hairdryer as two veteran winner spinners turned them into dogs' dinners. Baz, the prodigal son, his retort that the whole point to sport is play the game for fun. Too blessed to be stressed. Managed to stun. The Kiwis undone. Maybe they should have shunned Southie, an all-time great, but looked in a right state. Bringing Santner and Young, but too little, too late. And must remember, Temba Bavuma kept his sense of humour, despite being the victim of many a nasty rumour. Had the vigour, rigour and vim to, on a whim, take them to the top of the ICC tree and the final of the WTC. So I implore you to ignore the tumour that is Michael Vaughan, pompous pig or obnoxious prig having a dig, more clickbait porn. The only stifling snub hell-bent pundits in pulpits did scream, not just trifling, the Saffers' subpar side. All right, four-string team in New Zealand. Surely that made the ride harder, but not fretting, and no Hansi Cronje betting to see Rabada and their chock-a-block larder of a pace armada getting to the final is for the game a heaven-sent present. And no surprise, when one spies the rise of the franchise, would be unwise to surmise that even after the best ever Test year, that there are still clear cries of demise lurking near, no matter how many a tier. No lies, the smirking, greedy, needy big three must stop shirking to keep it working. Need to feed the smaller guys. Strive to splash some more cash from above, because Moolah is the ruler. Ka-ching king. Makes my heart sing. The game I love, which has come alive, did bring Lord of the Ring bling, high five jive. With more offers from the coffers, seriously, it won't just survive, but deliriously thrive.